Hello everyone, you are welcome to I Plus Academy. In this series, I will be solving so many questions from May-June 2019 Mathematics Part 1 Theory questions on West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination. I'll be starting with question 1. Follow me every time as I solve questions from 2019 and I'll be picking from another year. If you are new on this channel, I will like you to subscribe, press the like button and press the notification button so that you'll be notified on any video that we release on iPlus Academy. Now, question 1 says, given that 110 base x equals to 40 base 5, find the value of x. Anytime you are given any question in WASSCE, the first thing you do is to quickly notify which topic is this. And the topic for question 1 is binary numbers. And the question says we should find x. You will notice that you are given for the left hand side 110. So the solution for question 1a will be, we have been given 110 base x and equals to 40 base 5. So the first we do here is to expand. And before you can expand, we have to know the base we are using. For the left hand side is base x. So you have to say 1 times the base, that is x, plus 1 times x plus 0 times x. Then you go for this right hand side as well in base 5. 4 times 5 plus 0 times 5, and that's what we have. Now the next thing to do is to start from the last base on the left hand side, that is, we have 0, 1, 2. In some of our videos on binary numbers, we have dealt with this very well on how to solve questions on binary numbers. Also for the left hand side, you write 0, 1. So we then simplified all this. Good. Now the first one will give us x squared times 1. That will be x squared plus x raised power 1 is x times 1. That will also give us x. Remember, anything raised power 0 is 1. 1 times 0, that gives us 0. Good. We have 5 raised to power 1, that is 5, plus 4. This one will give us 20. And therefore, we have this. 5 raised to power 0 will give us 1. 1 times 0 will give us 0. So we are going to be having this in a nutshell. So we have x squared plus x. We neglect 0, so we have equals to 20. This has gone to quadratic equation. And in many of our videos as well, we have dealt with quadratic equation. So we have x squared plus x minus 20 equals to 0. So what do we do next? We try to factorize this. Remember, we have 3 methods. We have the factorization method, we have the graphical method, and we have the formula method. So let's use the factorization method. Now you're going to look for 2 numbers or 2 factors such that when you multiply the 2 factors, you get negative 20, and when you add them together, you get x. Now, what are the 2 factors? Good. The 2 factors will be 5 and minus 4. 5 times minus 4 will give us negative 20. And 5 minus 4 will give us 1. So the two factors we go in for this. Therefore, we inside the two factor, we have x squared plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 equals to 0. Very good. So we cannot factorize this out. And how do we do that? We have this, then we have this. Now, what do you think is common here? X is common, so we have x. X in x squared will give us x. And x in 5x will give us 5. Very good. And negative 4 is common here. Look at that. So negative 4 in 4x, this one will give us x. And negative 4 in negative 20, that will give us plus 5. So in quadratic equation used for factorization method, this part will always be the same. Please note that. So we pick 1 because they are common. So that will now be x plus 5. Then we have x minus 4. Good, equals to 0. So anytime you have a question like this, it simply means x plus 5 equals to 0 or x minus 4 equals 0, such that x equals to negative 5 or 4. So we have gotten the solution to be negative 5 or negative 4 for x. But remember that the base cannot be negative in this case. Therefore, what do you think will be the value of x? Therefore, the base for that value will now be what? 4. And that is the answer for question 1. Good. Now the second one is question 1b. Simplify 15 over root 75 plus square root of 108 plus 432, leaving the answer in the form of a root b. Please, you have to always follow their conditions in y, please. Now, the first thing we are going to do, you can also go to our videos that we have done, some of our videos we have done on SOD B question now. So the first thing is to simplify each. So we have 15 over root 75. Very good. I'm trying to write the question again so that you can be able to view it from there. Plus square root of 432. So in this case, you are going to look for two numbers such that when you multiply them, one will be a perfect square and one will be just a number that you can use straight. So we are going to be having what here? A perfect square, 25, then times 3. Can you see that? So that will give us 75. What are the two numbers we are going to use for 108? Very good. That will be 36 times 3. And what do you think will be the two factors for 432? You have to think about those two factors or two numbers. That will be 144 times 3. Don't forget that one of the two numbers we are using must be a perfect square. So we are going to be having what next? We're going to be having 15. Now, what's the root of 25? 5 root 3. Good. The root of 36, that will be 6 root 3. And the root of 144, 12 root 3. What do you notice in the right part? You will notice that this can be added together. 6 root 3 plus 12 root 3. It seems you are saying 6x plus 12x. And that is what? That will give us 18 root 3. And also, for this other part, you will notice that this is what? A part that we can rationalize because we have the denominator as a surd. So how do we do rationalization? We can do 15 over 5 root 3 times 5 root 3. We have dealt with this before. 5 root 3. And if you do that very well, you're going to be getting what now? 15 times 5. Or let's still write 15 so that you will get it very well. 15 times 5 root 3. That's the meaning. And the other part will be 5 times 5. Is that not? 25. Then we have root 3 times root 3. That is 3. Then remember that we still have our 18 root 3. We can therefore cut here, right? So let's see that briefly. So if I cut here, 5 here 1, 5 here 5. Good. I can also cut here 3 here 1, 3 here 5. Is that not? 5 here 1, 5 here 1. So what do we have? Therefore, we have 1 plus 18 root 3, right? Remember that there is still root 3 here. Is that not? We still have root 3. Good. Plus 18 root 3. So 1 root 3 plus 18 root 3 will definitely give us 19 root 3. And we have expressed that in the form of a root b that asks us to simplify it. You can see that. Simplify it in the form of a root b, and our answer we got was 19 root 3. If you like what you have seen and what you have watched, and you are new on this channel, please don't forget to press the notification bell and to subscribe so that you will not miss from any question from 2019 and backwards. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.